Hi everyone, so in today's video I am going to be talking about something a bit different than what I usually talk about on my channel. My husband and I were infected with coronavirus, and I really wanted to share this with you guys because I feel like you all should know what it's like from a real person like me, and how we were affected by it, our symptoms and everything like that. So I'm going to go through basically every day that my husband and I have been through and our symptoms, and what I would recommend and what I wouldn't recommend doing. So yeah, today marks day 16 that I am free from the virus, and my husband, his symptoms came 2 days prior to mine. So I pretty much feel really good now. I feel back to myself finally. It definitely lasted a good, I would say 12 days, like really feeling like crap. But my husband had a different experience than I did, so continue watching and I'll tell you about both of our experience. So my husband never gets sick, thank God. But he started getting a headache, which he never gets. And then it followed a fever. And because of what's going on, he was very nervous about it because he works in an industry where he's with a lot of different people. So he definitely was prone to getting the virus. And so he decided to get tested after his fever lasted 2 days. I think he got tested, I think that it was Saturday, and they opened up on Monday, the test center by us. I don't think that there's test centers around every area, but they happen to have just opened one up by us. So he went that morning and he got tested, and it took 2 days for them to give us the results. So when he got back, I just remember he said that he was having like a little bit of body aches, and his temperature was between 99.6 to 100.4. I think that was the highest that it went. And so yeah, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday he got tested. And then Tuesday I started feeling sick. My first symptom was my stomach was hurting and my chest. It was a really weird feeling, like somebody was like punching at my chest. Very weird feeling that I've never felt before. And my husband kept saying, no, we don't have it, don't worry, because his fever went away, and he was feeling okay, just a headache and a little bit of body aches. And then that night my throat started killing me. Next day, I guess that was Tuesday, when they called with the results, it came back positive, and at that point I knew I had it because my throat was hurting. I was feeling really like dizzy, and my head was killing. I didn't have my body aches yet, and then I really didn't have a temperature until I would say like 4 days into my symptoms, or maybe it was 3 days into my symptoms, and my temperature lasted a day and a half, I think, a day and a half to 2 days. It was 99.6 as well, just like my husband. I think it went up to 100.6, so it really is a low-grade fever. But everybody's symptoms seem to be completely different. My husband, after I would say like a week at max, was back to himself. The only thing different, the only symptoms that he had was he lost his senses, and he lost his smell and his taste. So he couldn't smell anything and couldn't taste anything. I think his taste was maybe like 70%. 30% he could taste out of 100. So he really did not get affected too badly. And the crazy thing is that he actually smokes cigarettes. But thanks to coronavirus, he stopped smoking. So I was really worried about him because he was a smoker. So anyway, he really had minimal symptoms. He said headache, fever, and body aches, and that was it. Sorry guys, my camera got cut out. So basically my throat was starting to hurt, so I got really nervous because I know that the virus starts in your throat and then moves to your lungs. So I was drinking a cup of hot tea per hour, literally, and I didn't take any medicine except Tylenol. Now, I did hear that taking any form of medicine prolongs the virus. I don't know if that, if they're talking about Tylenol or other medicines, but if you don't have to take anything, don't. Like, try to suck it up and don't do it, because you don't want it to last any longer than this virus is going to last. So let's just backtrack again. I first had a stomach ache, a headache. I had a headache this entire time. Stomach ache, headache, and chest pains, like really weird chest pain. Then I got the fever, then for 2 days only. Then I started to get a dry cough. And after the dry cough came crazy body aches. I literally felt like a truck hit me. That's like a truck hit my body. It was a nightmare. And then my cough started to go away, and then I got this crazy sinus infection feeling. Like, imagine a sinus infection times 20. In my head, pressure, like, oh my God, the headache was unbearable. But basically what I did was I just stayed hydrated and ate healthy. For some reason, salads and fruits and vegetables really helped me. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. It was torture. I would say that the body aches and the headaches, sinus infection feeling really killed me. What I did was towards the end, and I wish that I realized this before, I had a neti pot, so I did one of those, I don't know what it's called, but you like pour it through your nose to try and get all like the fluids to go away. But my best advice to you is try not to take any medication, even though Tylenol is okay, and I believe they're prescribing other things. I did hear that taking any medication prolongs the virus. So if you don't have to take anything, don't. Just suffer. Basically, I mean, you're gonna suffer anyways. Staying hydrated. I gargled salt water to make sure that my throat, to help my throat, because what you don't want is that virus to go through your lungs. So just staying healthy, eating healthy, hydrating, and trying to get rest. I have 2 kids, so it was pretty much impossible for me to get rest. And my son actually did, I think he was infected because he had a low-grade fever and a cough, but he was fine. He's almost 4 years old. I have a 18-month daughter. She was fine. Thank God. It seems like kids aren't really getting so affected by it. But yes, my best advice is just to stay hydrated, eat healthy, try not to take any medicine, try to rest, and I'm just trying to think if I'm missing anything else. So yeah. Oh, how did I forget to say this? I lost my sense of taste and my sense of smell. That was crazy weird. It's 15 days or 15 or 16 days. I think I just got my sense of taste back. That was like one of the craziest experiences ever. And not being able to smell anything. I couldn't even smell my daughter's diaper. Okay, that's how crazy it was. And just not being able to taste food really sucked. But thank God I am healthy, my husband is healthy, and we got through this. If you guys have any other questions for me, please feel free to comment down below and ask me. I would love to help any of you that feel like you might be sick, or anybody that is sick. And if you are infected by this virus, I hope that it goes by quickly and that you get well soon. Thank you guys for watching, and if you guys like watching fashion and luxury, consider subscribing to my channel if you aren't already. And thank you everyone for the well wishes, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.